Let's settle the big question that's been buzzing around fans and listeners everywhere. Did Bobby Bones really win the lottery? Or is there more to the story than meets the eye? The answer is yes, but not in the way you might expect. It wasn't a headline-grabbing, life-altering jackpot, but it was a win that sparked laughter and became unforgettable for everyone involved. He didn't hit a billion-dollar jackpot and retire to a private island, sipping drinks under the sun or cruising on a luxury yacht. There were no news crews or confetti showers. Instead, Bobby's win was modest, just enough to get everyone talking, but not enough to change anyone's life. What made it legendary was the wild story behind it, and the way it brought the whole team together. It all started with a routine lottery pool on the show. There was a lot of hope, a dash of superstition, and one very forgetful friend who almost derailed the whole thing. The anticipation, the jokes, and the chaos made it a moment to remember. The real magic? It wasn't the money, it was the chaos, the laughs, and the way the experience brought everyone closer. The studio was filled with energy, and every little twist in the story made it even better. Bobby's win wasn't life-changing money, but it became a classic moment for the show. The celebration was genuine, and the story quickly became a favorite among fans. It's not about the jackpot. It's about the journey, the people, and the hilarious unpredictability that comes with chasing a dream together, even if the prize is small. This story is now part of the show's lore. A reminder that sometimes, the best wins are the ones you share with friends, filled with laughter and memories. So, let's dive into how Bobby's lottery win became a fan favorite, and why it still gets talked about today. Buckle up. This is the Bobby Bones Show at its funniest, where even a small win can turn into a legendary story. The Bobby Bones Show has turned the lottery into a national event, making it more than just a game of chance. Every week, listeners across the country tune in, not just for the numbers, but for the excitement and camaraderie that comes with it. It's not just about the numbers, it's about the shared dream. The lottery becomes a symbol of hope, a ticket to a better life, and a reason for friends and strangers alike to come together and imagine what could be. Every time the jackpot grows, Bobby and the crew dive into wild fantasies and hilarious debates. They spark conversations that go far beyond the studio, inspiring listeners to join in with their own outrageous ideas. Lunchbox dreams up ridiculous purchases, from gold-plated hot tubs to private islands, making everyone laugh with his over-the-top wish list. Bobby talks about giving back, imagining how he'd use a jackpot to help others, support charities, and make a real difference in people's lives. And everyone joins in the daydream, sharing their own hopes and what they'd do if luck ever struck their way. The show's lottery talk is a break from reality, a chance to laugh, hope, and imagine together. It's a moment where everyday worries fade, replaced by the thrill of possibility. Listeners call in, sharing their own dreams and stories, making it a true community event. The phone lines light up with people eager to tell what they'd do with a big win. The anticipation, the jokes, the what-ifs, it's all part of the fun. The laughter and friendly debates create a sense of belonging, even among strangers. The lottery isn't just a game, it's a recurring bit that brings everyone together, week after week, building traditions and inside jokes. The show has mastered turning a simple ticket into pure entertainment, transforming ordinary mornings into something to look forward to. It's a nationwide conversation about luck, dreams, and the thrill of possibility. The lottery talk connects people from all walks of life, united by hope. That's why the lottery obsession never gets old. Each drawing brings a fresh wave of excitement and a new round of dreams. It's hope, humor, and heart, every single time. The Bobby Bones Show's lottery obsession reminds us all to keep dreaming, keep laughing, and keep believing in the magic of possibility. Here's the story everyone remembers. It's one of those moments that gets retold at every gathering, a tale that's become legendary among fans and friends alike. The Powerball jackpot was massive, and Bobby gave Amy cash to buy tickets for the whole crew. The excitement was real. Everyone was dreaming about what they'd do if they won. The studio buzzed with wild ideas and laughter as they imagined their lives changing overnight. The next morning, anticipation was sky high, until Amy confessed she forgot to buy the tickets. The disappointment was instant. Lunchbox was devastated. You could feel the energy drop, and for a moment, it seemed like all those dreams had vanished in an instant. The dream was over, or so they thought. The crew sat in silence, trying to laugh it off, but you could tell everyone was a little crushed. Bobby, ever the optimist, pulled out some scratch-offs he'd bought earlier. He figured, why not try their luck anyway? Maybe, just maybe, the day could still turn around. With zero expectations, he scratched one live on air. The crew watched, half joking, half hoping for a miracle, as the numbers were revealed one by one. Suddenly, he realized he'd won $10,000. The shock was real. For a split second, no one believed it. Then the studio exploded with cheers and disbelief. Not the Powerball, but a win nonetheless. And the timing was perfect. It was as if fate had a sense of humor, giving them a win just when they needed a pick-me-up. On the very day Amy forgot, Bobby's random ticket hit big. The coincidence was almost too good to be true, and it made the moment even sweeter. The irony was priceless, and the studio erupted in laughter. What started as a total letdown turned into a story for the ages. It turned a total letdown into an unforgettable radio moment. The crew couldn't stop smiling, and listeners everywhere felt like they were part of the wild ride. The story became an instant classic. Chaos, luck, and comedy all in one. It's the kind of thing that only happens once, but gets talked about forever. It's the kind of twist you can't script. No one could have planned it, and that's what made it so special. That's why fans still talk about it. It's a reminder that sometimes, the best stories come from the most unexpected moments. Sometimes, the best wins come from the most unexpected places. It's a story about hope, laughter, and rolling with the punches. And that's the magic of the Bobby Bones Show, turning ordinary days into unforgettable memories. Amy's Forgotten Tickets became legendary because it was pure comedy. The emotional roller coaster, excitement, disappointment, and then surprise, was radio gold. Amy's honest mistake made her instantly relatable. Lunchbox's meltdown was hilarious, and Bobby's good-natured reaction kept things light. The twist, Bobby winning anyway, was the perfect ending. It was a story of failure, redemption, and luck, all in one segment. The cast's genuine reactions made it unforgettable. Listeners saw themselves in Amy's blunder and Bobby's unexpected win. It's a reminder that the best stories come from real, unscripted moments. Amy's mistake made the show more human. Bobby's win felt like a win for everyone who's ever had a bad day turn around. That's why this story is a fan favorite. Sometimes the best radio is when everything goes wrong. The show's best moments aren't just about the crew, they're about the listeners too. Enter Chili from Delaware, a regular guy who called in after winning $10 million on a scratch-off. His excitement was contagious, and his story was pure joy. Chili quit his job, shared his plans, and made the dream feel real for everyone listening. He wasn't just a headline, he was part of the show's community. Hearing his disbelief and happiness brought the fantasy to life. Bobby and the crew asked all the questions we wanted to know. Chili's call became an instant classic, proof that dreams really can come true. It inspired hope in millions of listeners. Sometimes the impossible really does happen. Chili wasn't the only listener with a big win. The show has heard from winners of all sizes, each with a unique story. One caller won $500,000 and decided to retire. His dream was freedom, not luxury. Another won $1 million, but after taxes and sharing with family, the reality set in. These stories show both the fantasy and the reality of winning. It's not always yachts and mansions. Sometimes it's just peace of mind. The show doesn't shy away from the practical side: taxes, sharing, and smart choices. Listeners get a dose of real-life advice along with the excitement. The mix of big dreams and real talk keeps the lottery segments fresh. It's not just about the money, it's about what you do with it. That's why these calls resonate so deeply. The show captures both the magic and the reality of a lottery win. If anyone embodies the show's lottery obsession, it's Lunchbox. His quest to win is legendary, full of hope, wild strategies, and epic meltdowns. Lunchbox is convinced he'll win big, and his optimism is both hilarious and endearing. He has systems, lucky numbers, and rituals, none of which have worked, but that never stops him. His reactions to losing are as funny as his pre-draw excitement. The cycle of hope and defeat is a running gag that never gets old. Bobby and the crew tease him about how much he spends, but for Lunchbox, it's all about the dream. He's the show's lottery evangelist, always ready for the next drawing. His relentless pursuit keeps the lottery theme alive and entertaining. Lunchbox is every hopeful ticket buyer, dreaming of the big win. His antics are a cornerstone of the show's humor, and as long as there's a jackpot, Lunchbox will be chasing it. How do you keep the lottery fresh? Bobby made it a New Year's resolution. Buy a ticket every day for a year. This daily ritual became a show staple. New ticket, new hope, every morning. Bobby scratched tickets live, celebrated every small win, and shared the journey with listeners. The resolution turned the lottery into a daily adventure, not just a segment. Listeners joined in, sharing their own stories and wins. It created a sense of community and ongoing excitement. The show found endless stories in the simple act of buying a ticket. Bobby's commitment kept the dream alive for everyone. It was a masterclass in turning routine into entertainment. The lottery became a shared quest, one ticket at a time. Why do these stories matter? Because the lottery is the ultimate dream. It's hope in a ticket, the fantasy that life could change overnight. The Bobby Bones Show celebrates that dream, making it personal and fun. Bobby, Amy, Lunchbox, and the listeners all share in the highs and lows. The show blends humor, hope, and real-life stories into something special. From Amy's blunder to Chili's jackpot, it's a full spectrum of lottery life. The fun isn't just in winning, it's in the dreaming, the laughter, and the community. The show reminds us that you don't need to win big to enjoy the ride. Every story, win or lose, brings people together. That's the real prize: hope, connection, and a little bit of magic. And that's why we keep tuning in, ticket after ticket.